COVID-19 pandemic and ensuing lockdown has created a unique situation which has disrupted the school calendar so carefully worked out last year. To mitigate the impact of the lockdown, the Department of Basic Education has put together a curriculum recovery plan. This plan proposes a revised school calendar and a reorganized curriculum. The reorganized curriculum is set out in revised teaching plans for each grade. It is hoped that these teaching plans will guide teachers in their daily lessons so that learners are prepared for next year's schooling in terms of content, skills, knowledge, attitudes, and values. Furthermore, these teaching plans have firstly reduced the curriculum to manageable content. Secondly, given teachers a planning tool to assist them in pacing and sequencing the curriculum content. Thirdly, it addresses assessment requirements to what is possible in this year. In our website, you will find a link to the Department of Basic Education's recovery plan. The DBE's recovery plan is very specific about what must be taught about fractions in every grade. In grade 7, fractions should be taught in the second term. 9 hours must be spent teaching common fractions and 9 hours teaching decimal fractions. In grade 4, 5 and 6, fractions will be taught in the third term. In each of these grades, the DBE wants learners to first spend time working with whole numbers. This is of course very important because learners first need to be able to do different calculations with whole numbers before they can learn to work with parts of the whole, in other words, fractions. The focus in grade 4 and 5 is on describing and ordering fractions, calculations with fractions, solving problems and equivalent forms. In grade 6, the focus is on decimal fractions and percentages. Please remember that it is important to recap on common fractions before moving into decimals and percentages. Fractions is an important mathematical concept, and every year teachers hear the same story: my child does not understand fractions. We need to work hard to help our learners understand the basic components of fractions because it is one of the foundations on which high school maths is built. In other words, we need to know how to teach fractions so that learners can learn. When teaching fractions or any maths concept, teachers should remember to follow the principles of teaching. Begin with what learners know and only then move to teaching the unknown content. Begin with concrete examples and only afterwards move to teaching abstract content. Begin with simple problems so that learners can build their confidence and only then move to the difficult, complex problems. And then, of course, give learners chance to practice doing fraction calculations. Tip number 1. Whether you are teaching grade 7 learners or grade 4 learners, always begin teaching fractions by reminding learners of fractions that they know, fractions that they use in everyday life. For example, the soccer team scored 2 goals in the first half. You can ask the learners, what does this mean, the first half, and explain how this is a fraction. Another example that you can give is the age of a child. Tandi is 3.5 years old. Again, ask the learners, what does this mean? And again, explain that this is a fraction. Time is another everyday example that you can use to start teaching fractions. Ask your learners, what do we mean when we say it is 2:30? All these examples can be used to teach learners the definition of a fraction. A fraction is a part of a whole. Once learners have recognized that they use fractions in their everyday life, you can move to the unknown, the mathematical language of fractions. In order to work with fractions in maths, learners need to learn terms such as common fraction, proper fraction, improper fraction, denominator and numerator. The internet has wonderful suggestions and songs that can be used to teach learners the vocabulary of fractions. For example, one way to help learners learn about numerators and denominators is to let them learn the sentence, Nice dog. Nice is first, so the numerator is on top. Dog is second for the denominator, which is at the bottom. Classroom posters are very useful reminders of new vocabulary, such as this poster about a numerator, and this poster about denominators. Using pictures can be a fun way of helping learners learn maths terms, such as proper fraction and improper fraction. This lovely picture clearly shows that the proper fraction is a fraction where the numerator, the top number, is less than the denominator, the bottom number, in this case 3/8. And this picture shows that an improper fraction is a fraction where the numerator or the top number is more than the denominator, the bottom number, in this case 8/3. Putting posters like this on your classroom wall will not only be a constant reminder to learners about the vocabulary they need to learn, but it will also make your classroom a place learners will enjoy being in. Now for tip number 2. Always use lots of concrete examples when you start teaching fractions, for grade 7 learners just as much as with grade 4 learners. You can use a cake as a concrete example. Show learners pictures of a cake and use the basic language of fractions: whole, half, quarter, and third. For example, show learners a whole cake. Ask learners what to do if 4 children want a piece of cake, or 3 children, or 5 children. You can also bring oranges or apples to the class as examples and ask learners to share a whole apple or orange between 2 or 4 or 3 learners. Encourage learners to use the language of fractions in their answers: half, quarter, and thirds. An effective concrete way of introducing fractions to learners is using A4 sheets of paper which are folded or cut into strips. You can use this paper to ask learners to show you a whole A4, half of the A4, a quarter, eighths, and tenths. And then they can show you thirds, fifths, sevenths, and ninths. We are fortunate to be living in a time where excellent teachers across the world have shared their teaching ideas on the internet. It is also a time when all South African teachers have been allocated laptops by the Department of Education. And so another recommendation is that you use the videos available on YouTube and teacher websites to help you teach your learners. We have included links to lovely videos on our website. First, ask learners to do multiplication calculations with proper fractions and then move to addition and subtraction. Once learners are able to do calculations using proper fractions, move to improper fractions and mixed numbers. There is a great video available which explains mixed numbers. This makes mixed numbers easily understandable. Let the learners watch the video in class or on their parent's cell phone before they begin doing calculations using improper fractions and mixed numbers. We will provide a link to this resource at the end of this video. The revised curriculum requires learners to learn about equivalent fractions. We will provide worksheets and links to worksheets that you can use for learners' homework and classwork. Also remember to use your textbooks for more examples of worksheets. Teaching fractions can be challenging, but delivering the content in a very practical way will make it possible for your learners to achieve the set assessment criteria. Let's remember a statement made by John Holmes. There is no exercise better for the heart than reaching down and helping our children up.